Being a teenager isn't easy. The journey between childhood and adulthood can feel out of control. But for some teens, it's almost unbearable.
I would wake up just feeling this intense sadness and just lowness and isolation.
Like all the bad feelings that you can have, you have, and you don't know how to get rid of them.
You'd never know it by just looking at them. But 16-year-old Chris Noner and 16-year-old Jenna Soley are diagnosed with depression.
There's a lot of different types of kids. They're very capable kids that deal with depression.
Here we go. 2, 3, and 4.
See the girl in the middle of the front row? That's 17-year-old Jenny Brandel, an alto who lives to sing and lives with anxiety panic disorder. You can almost feel it for her.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Jenny and Jenna both sing in the performance choir at Matamidi High School. During bouts with anxiety and depression, they got pretty good at acting.
Even if I was really hurting inside, no one could tell because I was so happy on the outside.
I was pretty good at hiding it because my parents didn't know.
I try to hide it, it'd make me more tense and just have it happen more.
Some teens become so good at masking the pain, no one knows until it's too late.
No one was ready for it, no one expected it. I don't even think I did.
Jenna, like 700,000 American high school students each year, tried to kill herself. She ended up in a hospital. Chris made an attempt on his life, too. While teenage girls are more likely to try to commit suicide, teenage boys have the highest rate of youth suicide.
I didn't feel any emotion.
It's a horribly painful story.
I just felt like it was just time to leave.
But one Chris, Jenny, and Jenna courageously share because they live in a community that's chosen to target teen depression. Matamidi High School got a $10,000 grant from Washington County, money that came from the state's tobacco settlement.
The more that people understand it, the more that people are likely to get help.
The school does depression screenings in health class. Students fill out a simple form, and if they're at risk for depression, school counselors refer them and their parents to resources or their family doctor. These students are a key part of the project.
When I first got depression, I didn't know what was going on, and I could have used some advice. I could use some help.
Parents can use help too, identifying if their teenager is in trouble.
Instead of being sad and crying a lot, you might find a teenager irritable, angry, and withdrawing.
It might seem like typical teenage behavior, but if your child has 2 or more of these symptoms, he or she might be clinically depressed. Changes in sleep pattern, changes in appetite, feeling restless, withdrawing from friends and family, trouble concentrating, quitting sports or other activities they used to enjoy, feeling hopeless or guilty, sudden mood changes, or feeling like life isn't worth living. Psychologist Deb Clemenson says parents need to help teens understand suicide is not the answer.
It's a permanent fix for a temporary problem.
You have to want to get better, and you have to realize that there is something better out there and that you won't feel so bad all the time.
Jenna feels good about sharing her story.
Tense, looking at the knife.
She's in an acting group that tours high schools dealing with issues including depression and suicide. She sees a therapist and takes an antidepressant. Chris does too, and also has a strong support system.
All right, I'm Chris, this is Molly, my girlfriend.
Like the same people that support me, I want to stay here because of them, and also for myself.
And the girl who lives to sing has a lot to sing about.
I'm doing so many things, and I'm so excited for my future, and that's what keeps me going.
In Matamidi, Lindsay Paulo, Eyewitness News.